We're back. Here we are. Presto changeo. Why do we look different, Kristen?
Because we recorded this in advance.
Ooh, why did we do that?
Well, with it being virtual this year, we've gone through many iterations of what the awards ceremony was going to be. And so we decided to record the awards component to give a little bit of flair because the awards ceremony does deserve that, we decided.
That's right. And there's a lot to cover. So there's a lot of moving pieces. So I think this was the right choice.
Me too. And I'm so excited. And Chase Oliver knows he said he's going to make us look spazzily dazzly, especially with all the winners.
I wonder if that means sparkles and glitter, because you know how I love my glitter.
I do. And many people who've been to the Comp Laude, all the different effects and everything always have glitter.
Right. All right. Well, looking forward to that. So what's up first?
First, well, we're going to hear from Ed Burkhardt from Broadspire. He's going to give us a little bit of a welcome to the awards ceremony.
Good afternoon. My name is Ed Burkhardt, Vice President, Strategic Client Business Development for Broadspire Services, a Crawford company. In this role, I'm responsible for the sales and servicing of key clients in the Western region and throughout the United States. It's a pleasure to meet with everyone today, and we're so pleased to be the key sponsor of the Comp Laude event for 2020. We've been a proud sponsor for the past several years and fully support the mission and values of this conference. We work with many of you already. However, I'd like to share a little more information about our company. As you may know, Broadspire is a global claims administration organization with a focus on a number of claims handling disciplines, including property and casualty, workers' compensation, liability, disability management, and catastrophe claims management, to name a few. We service more than 500 clients in the US and hundreds others abroad. Some of our key differentiators include the emphasis on medical management and our internal in-house medical management programs, which include utilization management, bill review, telephonic and field-based nurse case management, and nurse triage. Also, we manage our own intake claims process for our clients. We believe in the customization of risk management programs that cater to the specific needs of our customers. In addition, we partner with several of our key business divisions at our parent company, Crawford & Company, who has over 9,000 employees worldwide, including We Go Look and Contractor Connection. We bring together experts from around the world to offer comprehensive, intelligent solutions for our customers. And our goal is restoring and enhancing lives, businesses, and communities. Should you be interested in learning more about our products and services, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or visit our website directly at www.choosebroadspire.com. Again, thank you for the privilege of being part of this wonderful program and the awards ceremony, which will be coming up very shortly. Have a safe and wonderful holiday season. We look forward to all being together in person next year for the conference in Huntington Beach. Happy holidays.
Well, that was lovely to hear from Ed.
Yes, it was. Thank you, Ed.
And hopefully we'll see him again at the live version in 2021.
Certainly hope so.
Yeah. All right. So should we get off what everybody's waiting for?
What? What's everybody waiting for? What's the big rush?
The winners. But before we get started, we do have to congratulate everyone. Not only the winners, but we do also have the nominees and finalists that have gone through, and they work every day to do something positive for the industry. So congratulations to the nominees and finalists.
Give yourselves a big round of applause because you deserve it.
Yes. Yeah. And normally we would be doing a roll call with the finalists, but we aren't, live, so we're not going to be doing that this year. But the finalists will be recognized in their individual category and have that opportunity of recognition. And they will receive their medals just like they do every year, but they're being delivered to them this year since they can't receive them live. So those are in the mail as we speak. But we'll go ahead and get kicked off with the Applicant Claimant Attorney.
So in the Applicant Claimant Attorney category, the finalists this year are Christopher Smith, Thomas Holder, Anthony Ratto, and Nikki Merpu Jacobson. And the winner is Thomas Holder. Since the establishment of the Atlanta firm in 1986, Mr. Holder has practiced workers' compensation law exclusively. His nominator, Tammy Boyd, had this to say about Tom. Over the years, when Tom had an injured worker who needed inpatient residential rehabilitation for brain injury, he always directed them to my employer at the time, a brain injury rehab facility in Florida. When he knew we were admitting one of his injured workers, he always made a point to call me to let me know they were admitting it and if our team could communicate to the injured worker Tom was thinking of them. He always asked of me if I would give him a status update to see how they were progressing. I thought this really exemplifies Tom's caring nature and truly went above and beyond his call of duty as a legal advisor attorney with his clients. He always made sure they had the best of care and were treated with dignity and respect. Congratulations, Thomas Holder, this year's Applicant, Claimant Attorney winner.
Now, Defense Attorney category. We have Jane Lipscomb Stone, James M. Anderson, William Rogner, Bill Pipkin, Rick Thompson, and Nagur Mateen. And the winner is Bill Pipkin. Bill is a partner in the firm of Steele, Lewis, Pipkin, and Maddox in its Mobile, Alabama office. Bill has been active in the workers' compensation community for more than 25 years as a defense attorney representing employers and carriers, and he is a regular speaker and writer on workers' compensation topics. More recently, Bill has partnered with others in the industry to form the Faith-Based Claims Association, which seeks to bring an element of religious worship into the workers' compensation industry as a form of support. Bill's nominator, Jim Anderson, says Bill is working with others in the industry on a web-based collection of interviews of industry leaders addressing leadership and faith. He works hard to bring people within the workers' compensation industry together and help build relationships among those involved in the claims industry. He is also one of the co-chairs of the National Workers' Compensation Review, which presents leading-edge programming at the Workers' Compensation Institute in Orlando. The goal of NWCR is to be the intersection of industry, law, claims, and medicine in the workers' compensation arena, and the quality of its programming is represented by the fact that the two of its sessions were chosen to be part of the WCI virtual event this year. Congratulations, Bill Pipkin, this year's Defense Attorney winner.
Next, we have Claims Professional. In the Claims Professional category, this year's finalists are Olga Benitez, Nathaniel Smith, Scott Gum, Scott Stevens, Courtney Wells, Bridget Becker, and Jean Kluja. And the winner is Bridget Becker. Bridget Becker brings over 35 years experience to her role as Senior Vice President of Claims for Frank Winston Crum Insurance. She has previously worked as the branch claim manager for Broadspire Claim Services in Tampa, Florida, as well as branch manager in Nashville, Boston, and York, Pennsylvania with CNA Insurance Company. She holds several professional designations, and for the past 13 years, Bridget has spearheaded the Frank Crum Golf Invitational, very popular in Tampa where I live, benefiting the Trinity Cafe, a local charity to feed the hungry of Tampa Bay. Her nominator, Tammy Boyd, said Bridget has made it her life's work supporting the workers' compensation industry with over 45 years in the industry. She's retiring at the end of this year after a distinguished career in which she has left her positive mark. She is definitely leaving the industry better than she found it for professionals and injured workers alike. Congratulations, Bridget. And next up, we have the medical professional category. Take it away, Kristen.
Thanks, Yvonne. The finalists for medical professional are Dr. Geraldine Datz, Ellen Ransley, Cody Mariscal, Sharon Ramsey, Amber Cesarali, Kathy Rohrer. And the winner is Dr. Geraldine Datz. Dr. Geraldine Datz is a licensed clinical health psychologist and medical psychologist. Dr. Datz received her PhD in clinical psychology at Stony Brook University in Long Island, New York. She completed her residency at the New Orleans VA Medical Center and specialized in behavioral medicine. She completed her postdoctoral fellowship in behavioral medicine at Louisiana State University, Pennington Biomedical Research Center. She fulfilled her master's in psychopharmacology at Elliott University. Dr. Datz is licensed in Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama. Her nominator, Mark Hughes, said, "I don't know how she accomplishes everything she does within the same 24 hours each day I have, but it's her ability to relate and relay that has always been her strength. She has a massive amount of knowledge and experience with a proven track record of helping injured workers and other patients achieve their best life and helping the work comp industry better understand the standard of care that facilitates that outcome. She has been a tireless advocate of the biopsychosocial treatment approach and has been one of the primary people in the work comp to help destigmatize mental health and psychotherapy, including cognitive behavioral therapy." Congratulations, Dr. Geraldine Datz.
In our next category is Doctor/Physician. And the finalists are Dr. Marjorie L. Eskay Auerbach, Dr. Teresa Bartlett, Dr. Taha M. Ahmad, Dr. Steve Feinberg, Dr. Mark Melhorn, and Dr. Adam Seidner. And the winner is Dr. Adam Seidner. Dr. Seidner is the Chief Medical Officer for the Hartford. He is responsible for the Hartford strategy and policy across all lines of business, with a particular focus on workers' compensation, group benefits, and disability management. He has worked on many public health issues over the years, including indoor air quality, outbreaks, pandemics, and catastrophic events. He is responsible for medical policy development, quality assurance, and improvement. He has worked on vaccine development and testing for 10 years, among other notable accomplishments. His vetting interviewer said, "Dr. Seidner has created person-centric programs and initiatives to prevent and afford workers access to top-notch expedited care. His biopsychosocial and human systems approaches to workplace injuries and medical care for workers result in better care and outcomes, including prevention and expedited recovery and return to function and work. His advocacy includes provision of general well care, which, combined with other prevention initiatives, have proven to decrease the rate and severity of injuries and workplace illnesses. He has developed and ensured the availability of essential worker resources for injured workers throughout his career." Congratulations, Dr. Seidner.
And next up, we have the service provider/vendor category. And the finalists are Linda Gardner, Francesca DiMaggio, Paul Binsfield, the MEC Claims Medical Experts, Tammy Boyd, David Vittoria, and Corey Staver. And the winner is David Vittoria with Care Risk Partners. David Vittoria has 30 years of experience in senior clinical and operation capacities within the field of mental health and wellness. Mr. Vittoria provides clinical oversight of all workers' compensation behavioral health programs at Care Risk Partners. Mr. Vittoria began his career as the clinical team leader at Charter Hospital of Miami, a private psychiatric and substance use disorder hospital serving children, adolescents, and adults. In 1994, he launched Southern Florida's first chemical dependency intensive outpatient program at Charter Hospital, overseeing all clinical, regulatory, compliance, case management, and utilization management divisions, and he has many other notable accomplishments throughout his distinguished career. His nominator had this to say: David is a true change agent. He is a collaborative colleague, peer, and partner who has built a strong bond within the industry focused on purposeful, successful outcomes. David is driven by a commitment to show up in the service of his industry partners and peers who may need him. This spring, when the COVID-19 pandemic began, with fear and uncertainty, David quickly organized a free webinar series aimed at supporting our industry partners entitled Calm Amidst the Chaos, Taking Care of Ourselves and Others When Things Are Stressful. The sessions taught us practical exercises to keep us healthy and productive amidst the COVID-19 outbreak, provided information on how our brains and bodies handle stress, shared solutions to help the children in our lives cope, and offered informative websites, smartphone applications, and other resources to help each of us cultivate care and connection amidst the stress and uncertainty. Due to the overwhelming response, David and Care Risk Partners launched a follow-up series, From Surviving to Thriving, Overcoming Adversity with Strength and Stability, designed to help us adapt to the next phase of the recovery journey. David is a true servant leader. Congratulations, David, our service provider winner of 2020.
And our next category is public servant. And the finalists are Denise Lott, Stephen Rosen, Michael Alvey, Pamela Johnson, Kenneth Switzer, Stephanie McLeod, Beth Harkins, and David Torrey. And the winner is David Torrey. David B. Torrey of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, has been a workers' compensation judge for Pennsylvania Department of Labor and Industry since January '93. He teaches the workers' compensation law courses at the University of Pittsburgh School of Law. His 4-volume treatise on Pennsylvania workers' compensation is in its 3rd edition. His nominator, Florida Judge David Langham, says Judge Torrey is the most prolific author on Pennsylvania workers' compensation. He is dedicated to the law that he has spent countless hours dissecting, digesting, and explaining. And there are many more notable accomplishments and accolades to his credit. Judge Langham also had this to say about David Torrey. He is undeniably the Dean of Workers' Compensation Judges in the United States. His accolades are lengthy, including over 20 years as editor of the Pennsylvania Bar Association Workers' Compensation Newsletter, a quarterly production of hundreds of pages, many of which he writes, all of which he edits. He has served as president of the National Association of Workers' Compensation Judiciary. He has delivered innumerable public lectures, written many outstanding papers, and published a vast quantity of professional articles. Judge Torrey is known nationally as a student of the law, a scholar, and a teacher. He is frequently invited to attend and speak at conferences. Because of the constraints of his employer, he typically bears the expense of such appearances himself, singularly focused on the improvement of the workers' compensation community and his own self-improvement. For the betterment of his peers, Judge Torrey has also been known to personally finance the attendance of other exceptional speakers for judicial conferences and educational events. He is true to his commitments to education and scholarship. This dedication to education and scholarship is not isolated to judicial process. He is similarly involved in the Bar Association, the claims process, and even higher education. He has instructed at Pittsburgh School of Law for decades. He has been an inspiration and mentor to innumerable students. As a result of his efforts, various of his mentees have found permanent positions in our workers' compensation community. He epitomizes David DePaolo's perception that this community has inherent value intellectually and that education is critical to its success. Congratulations to Honorable David Torrey, winner of this year's Work Comp Public Servant Award.
And next up, we have the Work Comp Humanitarian. And the reason why, so most of before, if you've attended many years, we had the Work Comp Philanthropy category. And we decided to change it a little bit up this year. So you'll notice we don't have the Work Comp Philanthropy, but we do have the Work Comp Humanitarian. And we felt that this word kind of encompassed, it could be a person, it could be a group. As you'll see here, we do have some groups or individuals that were nominated because they're really striving to do it, but they don't do it for a company. They don't really do it as, well, they do it from themselves, but there's more of a meaning behind it. So we felt humanitarian was a little bit more of the word that we envisioned for this category. So this one is new. Well, it's replacing, I guess you could say. So here are the finalists for the Work Comp Humanitarian category. We have Nicole Guichard, Stacy Hossman, Jacqueline Steele, and WOW, Women in Workers' Comp. And the winner is Jacqueline Steele with the WCI E. Earl Zimmer Moot Court. Jacqueline Steele is a county court judge in Sarasota County, Florida. She was previously a partner in the law firm of McConaughey, Coonrod, Pope, Weaver, and Stern, PA, specializing in workers' compensation and insurance defense matters. Her clients were employers and carriers, including governmental bodies, large national insurance companies, third-party administrators, employee leasing companies, and self-insureds. She has been given the rating of AV Preeminent, the highest rating possible by her peers through Martin Day Hubble. Jackie is approved by the Florida Department of Financial Services as an instructor in the field of workers' compensation and frequently lectures at seminars that provide continuing education credits on a wide variety of topics, including ethics, case law, and Medicare set-aside arrangement. According to Judge David Langham, her nominator, Judge Jacqueline Steele has been the heart and soul of the E. Earl Zimmer Moot Court competition for over 15 years, from the moment she entered as a young law student and competitor. Over the years, she has provided steadfast leadership with focus on mentoring, exposing young law students to the complexity and challenges of workers' compensation, and will remain the chair of the Zimmer competition. Her roots in the philanthropic event run deep. Her commitment is steadfast. She is focused on the development and mentoring of young people. She strives to develop an interest in this area of the law and drive interest and commitment to it. She is ambassador, a coach, and an advocate for this community of workers' compensation. Judge Steele's commitment to the next generation, her persistence and consistency of managing this competition, and her devotion nearby to the community of workers' compensation is laudable and notable. Congratulations to Jacqueline Steele, winner of this year's Work Comp Humanitarian Award.
And our next category is employer. And the finalists are Northwell Health, JetBlue Airways Corporation, Red Bull North America, and United Airlines. And the winner is Northwell Health. Northwell Health is the largest private employer in New York State. They are also the largest integrated health system in New York State and one of the largest health systems in the country. With 77,000 team members, 23 hospitals, and more than 850 ambulatory locations. Northwell Health has made serious commitments to ensure the safety of its team members, patients, and visitors. Workforce safety is the department responsible for workers' compensation, injury management, OSHA, return to work, employee safety, and prevention, all appropriate industrial hygiene compliance, and COVID response and safety. The foundation of workforce safety has been to change the paradigm of workers' compensation and employee safety from adversary to advocate. All programs, functionality, and collaboration have been established as an employee benefit, just as important to team members as their health or retirement coverage. The mission of Northwell Health's Workforce Safety Department is to create a culture of safety and employee advocacy and to realize the long-term cost savings in workers' compensation, workforce safety, and prevention. Congratulations to Northwell Health, this year's employer winner.
Next up, we have the risk professional. Again, another new category that you may have not seen if you've been involved for years past. If you're new, this is new to you, but we have the risk professional. The reason why we created the risk professional that's separate from the employer is because the employer is geared towards a whole program from a company that is doing the right thing. They're from everybody for their injured workers during their process and after. So it's an employer as a whole, where a risk professional is towards an individual. And the finalists are Janice Van Allen, David Steels, Rhonda Haynes, and Mark Salm. And the winner is Janice Van Allen with Walmart. Janice Van Allen is Senior Director of Risk Management at Walmart, a position she has held for over 14 years. She is an experienced director of risk management with a demonstrated history of working in the retail industry, skilled in budgeting, coaching, and business analysis, cross-functional team leadership, and asset protection. She is a strong professional with a bachelor's degree in business management, focused in organizational management with John Brown University. Her nominator, Amanda Thompson, said of Janice, managing the largest program in the country, Janice's position is unquestionably huge and her skill set is undoubtedly specialized. The decisions she makes are critical to the care of the injured workers and to the success of her global organization. Her long tenure as senior director since 2006 demonstrates her ability to perform and to evolve in an ever-changing environment. But it is how she manages and how she treats others that make her so special. She makes every person feel important. Her foundational traits, her selflessness and generosity, are the things that make her so deserving of this recognition. Janice's story is a reminder that the American dream is real and possible. A Filipino, Native American, and Hispanic heritage, Janice, born to an unwed mother who had just turned 15, she grew up in poverty and recalls what it was like to be hungry as a child, which is something that profoundly shaped her life. Not only was she the first in her family to graduate from college, she was also the first in her family to graduate from high school. Janice never forgot where she came from, and it shows in how she puts injured workers first and how she cares for others. Janice always contributes to the initiative, the community, and the people. She consistently has a story about serving the underprivileged, such as taking children to Disney World, buying books for a student who cannot afford them, or paying for a part of a wedding for a bride whose parents died. In 2020, a woman of color in this kind of leadership role is rarer than it should be. Congratulations, Janice Van Allen.
So our next category, as you can see, is quite robust, is industry leader. And the finalists are Karen Siebert, Linda Vendette, Claire Musselman, Michele Miller Settle, Stacy Hossman, Jeanette Ward, Corey Slagle, Artemis Emcee, Bill Walls, Margaret Spence, William Zachary, Lori Lammy, and Joe Paduta. I have to tell you, Kristen, this is quite the category. There are a lot of really experienced and special people in this category. Of course, they're all experienced and special, but I know quite a few of these folks myself. Yeah. And the winner is Margaret Spence. Congrats, Margaret. Margaret Spence, founder of the Employee to CEO project, C. Douglas and Associates in West Palm Beach, Florida, a transformational keynote speaker, author, business strategist, executive leadership, and visionary trailblazer. Of that, I can attest to. Margaret has over 30 years of insurance experience inspiring organizations to value talent, engaging employees in a shared vision, creating inclusive initiatives, and fostering collaboration across silos are the tenets of her work. She is a leading expert in talent development, diversity, and inclusion, and a vocal advocate for the effective development of women and millennial leaders. Margaret's nominator, Natalie Torres, had this to say. Margaret was the keynote speaker at the Alliance of Women in Workers' Compensation at a national event in Las Vegas in 2017. She was electric and discussing one of her 3 books, and, well, it felt like she was talking directly to me. When she wrapped up her presentation, naturally, I ran over to her to introduce myself. Margaret put out her hand and met me with such kindness. She is deserving of this Comp Laude Award because she puts her hand out in this way to everyone she meets. Margaret has been a pioneer for the advancement of women in our industry for decades, each time putting out her hand to help each woman discover how to choose their career path, one that's beyond an adjuster's desk and ultimately in the C-suite. Her contributions have improved the industry by orders of magnitude that should be celebrated. I'm forever grateful to Margaret for putting out her hand to me. I can only hope to change the life of one other woman the way that she did mine that day. Congratulations, Margaret Spence, winner of this year's Industry Leader Award.
And now we have the injured worker finalist category. And we don't have a winner here in this section. Do you want to tell us why, Yvonne?
Well, I would say it's not that we don't have a winner. In years past, we used to try to select a single winner, and it just became too difficult. So we put our heads together, as we usually do, and we decided that if the injured worker in the awards made it to the finalist stage, because typically it's made up of a care team, not just a single person. It's the person's spirit, their ability to overcome obstacles, persevere, maintain a good attitude. We decided that rather than try to select one person to win the award, every person that made it to the finalist stage would receive an award. So that's what we decided to do. And so now every single one of these people are going to receive
a recognition. I think that's what because there was hard to select a winner, because people be like, how do you rate an injury? How do you say somebody's injuries worse than another, right? So again, it's that they're recognized for having gone through the process with a positive attitude and really using the workers' compensation for what it was here for and do the best that they could return to work. So the injured worker finalists / winners are
Brad Hertig, Janice Thompson, Brady Drake, Adam Driver, Sadia Prima, Nathan Hammock, Tess Sunderland, and Adam Miller. Congrats, guys.
And we'll learn more about these individuals. If you have not yet, go to 2020virtual.complaude.com, and we do have the injured worker storyboard. These individuals will also be interviewed after because they are being recognized, and I think we'll see more of them as the years come. We heard Tess Sunderland's story earlier on the injured worker panel.
So we look forward to seeing these injured worker finalists in our various activities and future Comp Laude events in years to come.
And now we do have 3 awards that are left, but we're going to jump back to the live section and do those live.
So see you on the flip side.
A big round of applause for everybody.
My phone is blowing up. It's so funny. I was trying to live tweet the winners, and I gave up because my phone was going off. And anyway, it's very exciting. So congratulations to everyone, but we're not through yet.
So we have the People's Choice, and then we have the 2 highest honors, the Magna and the David J. DePaolo Award. But again, congratulations to all the winners this year. I'm so excited to be a part of this process and getting to watch it go through all the different stages of starting with over 220 nominations this year to the winners. So congratulations. Again, round of applause. I hope to see you live and be able to shake your hand. Normally we'd have our picture taken on stage, but that's missing this year. So that, and again, we will interview all the winners so that we can hear their stories as well as get their reactions to winning the award for this year.
Right, and I think we might have said it, but I don't know. I'm so excited I can't remember what we've said or not, but I want to make sure we don't forget to say, in case we haven't, huge round of applause to all the nominators. Thank you for taking the time to nominate someone and recognize their positive contributions to our industry. And all the nominees feel, you know, this is all about all of you, because like we've said, somebody took the time to nominate you, and it's not an, you know, it's not a horrible process, but it does take some time. And so we really appreciate those nominators that took time out of their day to recognize you. So nominators, finalists, and winners all, you guys are all why we do this.
Hey, Greg.
I'm back.
You're back. The time has flown. I can't believe we're already here.
I know, this thing has flown by.
Mm-hmm. So, and my power is stayed, so I've been happy about that. So.
Right, the live event has got its own set of nerves, but this is a whole different ball of wax. So.
Yeah.
This is a very special event for us. Gallagher Bassett just loves being a part of this. We truly believe that every claim is a story. Every one of us is acting in this, you know, in a way to advance our industry one story at a time. And we continue to believe that these 6 signature stories today were truly spectacular. I'm not going to ever forget them. The voting, the numbers, turnout, huge. There, you know, we saw the figures. We do have a winner. Again, but please accept my appreciation for all you did, all of you who were finalists. I did get a call from Steve. He was on his way to see a patient who was in pre-op. So again, it's just a memorable event. But without any further ado, the winner of this year's People's Choice Award is Claire Musselman. Congratulations, Claire. The chat feature. There she is. Congratulations, Claire.
Claire.
Oh, I'm gonna cry, you guys. Sorry.
Oh, don't do that. You
Take
deserve
care.
an amazing story. Congratulations.
Thank you guys so much, and thank you to everyone that was listening. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sure I know this is what happens, but oh my goodness.
And show everybody for the camera, since we don't get to see all of the nominees. Show everybody what you're wearing around your neck.
I
Those that are watching, all the finalists received a badge like that. As Kristen said, normally we would see them on stage when we hand them out, but Claire's wearing hers, so thank you for showing that little piece of jewelry off, and congrats.
Thank you guys so much. Oh.
See you next year.
See you next year. Thanks, Greg.
Yeah,
Thanks.
see you next
Congratulations,
year.
Claire. Rafael was 2019's Magna Comp Laude winner. Tradition is that the person that won the previous year gets to give the award to the next person. So without further ado, Rafael.
Thank you so much, Kristen. Thank you so much, Yvonne. Last year was amazing, unbelievable. I'm still on cloud 9 about it. Thank you both and the entire organization for just the amazing work. And I know how much work goes into putting a program like this together, and how much work it takes, how many individuals it takes to go through the nomination process and ultimately come to a decision on the winners. So I'm just grateful to be part of it, and really honored to be able to present the Magna Comp Laude Award this year. The winner of this award in 2020 leads a team that allows, uses, and encourages personal touch, interaction, communication, trust, love, and care. She is a national leader and advocates claims handling with humanity, with decency, with respect, all of it, looking to change our industry one insurance professional at a time. I had the opportunity over a lengthy period of time to talk to folks about this individual, and I'll share with you some of the comments that I received. Someone said, she motivates me. Another individual said, she makes me think. She makes me think big. She is the cheerleader that we all need in our personal and professional lives. Another individual said, she sets the bar high. She sets the bar really, really high every time. She is the most passionate insurance professional I know. She treats people with humanity and compassion. She cares about her team, her industry, her colleagues, her community. She spreads joy and optimism wherever and whatever she does. I will add yet another comment because we just love her, and I think she makes us all better. She makes our industry better, and that's why the 2020 winner of the Magna Comp Laude Award this year is none other than Claire Musselman.
Come on back there.
Thank you guys so much.
I think this is a first. We have a double winner.
I love you guys so much. I need everyone to know that this industry, I was actually just chatting with Margaret about this. I look at the industry like it's become my family. You guys are my biggest cheerleaders. And Rafael, I still remember the very first day I met you when I walked up, and it was after WCI and there's no makeup and I'm in sweats. And you were like, hey, are you Claire? And I was like, I am. I was like, are you Rafael? And you were like, yep, let's get a selfie. And I was like, oh, I don't know. And you were like, it's a Ralphie, it's fine. And it's like we've known each other forever. And that's the beautiful thing about what we get to do. And I think David would be so proud of how we do treat each other like we're family. And even though we aren't able to be together today, I love you guys so much. And Kristen and Yvonne, be prepared because I will be hugging you very honestly, whether we're in masks or not. I'm just giving you the forewarning, but I'm honored. And I just want to thank everyone in the industry for caring and being human. And the playing field is completely level. We are all humans and we all can make good things happen. It's so great. Such an opportunity. There are not many industries where you can walk up and every single time that you encounter someone or you talk to someone that you can actually impact their life and make it better because you impacted them, you talked to them, you reached out to them, whatever that is, you can impact and make somebody's life better as a result. And there's not a lot of places where you get to do that. So thank you guys so much.
All right, so one more time, Miss Winner, show your beautiful award. Congratulations, Claire.
Thank you guys so much. My daughter, I've got the light going.
Yeah.
It's not a selfie stick. It's an illuminating.
Make sure and come around for the after party. I got something to say to you. And Rafael, thank you so much. You did an amazing job.
Thank you guys.
So last but not least, we have Michele Adams. She was the David J. DePaolo winner, the Summa Comp Laude with highest honors. Hi, Michele.
Hey there. How are you guys?
We're good. Thank you so much for taking time to join us today.
Yeah, absolutely. I affectionately call this room my cave. This is where I've been working from since we've all been sent home. It's the one quiet place I can find in my house where the dog doesn't bark and the doorbell doesn't ring. So
well, I love the lighting. We've all been commenting on our lighting. I've got my ring in the background, and you look like you have a halo overhead. So that's awesome.
I do. That's my natural light. So we'll just
of course.
That's what happens when you win the Summa Comp Laude Award for the next year. You have a halo that follows you everywhere you go.
We refer to this as the Summa Comp Laude Award, but we also renamed it the David J. DePaolo Award because as we've discussed throughout the day, this conference was his vision, and the top two awards, Claire just won the Magna Comp Laude, and the Summa Comp Laude or David J. DePaolo Award is with highest honor. It's the top award of the night. So Kristen, did you have anything to add?
No, I think that's it. That speaks words. And Michele is the embodiment of that and going to be passing the baton. So we're excited to see who it is.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm thrilled to be part of this, and thank you both for all the work that you put into coordinating this throughout the year. I'm sure it's been a bit more like herding cats than normal, and I think we would all be remiss if we didn't recognize Yvonne and Kristen. And they are just the epitome of just professionalism and patience and putting all of this together. So I just want to make sure, I think I speak on behalf of everybody and just thanking both of you. It's important to our industry that we continue to recognize the great work we do. Claire, congratulations to you. I think what you said was so true. This is the one opportunity, one industry where you get to truly make a difference in people's lives. And so without further ado, I'd love to share with you all a little bit about the nominee who is the recipient of the David J. DePaolo Award. And the nomination for this person, I loved reading. So I'm going to just share a little bit, and you'll probably deduce over time who it is, but let me get to the punchline. But simply one of the brightest minds in the workers' compensation industry is how this person is described. How is it that this recipient has not yet won a Comp Laude Award? It is shocking. During a career that spans 4 decades, this recipient has been an injured worker, a claims examiner, a claims supervisor, a risk manager, a mentor, an author, a thought leader, an advocate for excellence in workers' compensation. This recipient is a tireless presenter who generously shares their knowledge at almost every national and many local conferences, including Comp Laude, RIMS, National Work Comp and Disability Conference, the list goes on. A former RIMS Risk Manager of the Year and Fraud Assessment Commissioner, current member of the State Compensation Insurance Fund in California, the Board of Directors, and now serves as a Fellow of the Sedgwick Institute, where he shared a history of knowledge and experience for the last 3 years. The breadth of this recipient's knowledge related to the workers' compensation industry is truly beyond measure. He is one of the most humble individuals you will ever meet, and he may be one of the most deserving individuals of the Comp Laude David J. DePaolo Award since the inception of the program. The recipient is described as a prolific writer and is highly sought after speaker at many industry conferences, as I mentioned. And the thing that I really just love the most is this recipient's motto is do the right thing and everyone wins. And if you have not figured it out, I have the absolute pleasure and honor to present the David J. DePaolo Summa Comp Laude Award to Bill Zachary. Congratulations, Bill. I can't think of anyone who deserves this more.
Thank you very much. It truly brings tears to my eyes. I'm overwhelmed, really. I do want to thank Kristen, Yvonne, Michele. Thank you very much for doing such a great job. I really appreciate that. And I agree. The work that's gone into this has been extraordinary. I'm overwhelmed by this honor. Thank you very, very much. I'd like to thank Don Watkins for the nomination. David envisioned a process that would recognize what's good in the industry. And it's so nice to see this going on because it then encourages the right thing. It encourages good behavior. And it's such a neat experience to be part of that. And frankly, the other really wonderful piece about this is the opportunity to meet a whole bunch of new great people as each year there's been some extraordinary people who've come through who I've got a chance to get to know, and it is such a rich life because of the wonderful people and the wonderful experiences that I've had. And so I just want to thank you very much for this honor. Again, I'm going to cry. Thank you very much.
I think we're all there.
And the one thing we didn't mention that we're all missing out on this conference not being live this year is the photographs that you would have taken. And I'm a very proud recipient of a Bill Zachary photo from many conferences. And so I'm so looking forward to next year then we'll all be in person and hopefully have those pictures. So thank you, Bill, and congratulations.
Thank you. I am disappointed I haven't been able to take pictures this year. That has been a bit of a frustration. But, you know, again, the Work Comp Central team has done such a huge job in terms of making a virtual process as smooth as it has been. So, you know, a lot of kudos to the people who worked so hard to make this happen.
Thank you.
With that, I was going to say, Kristen, I know it's been an interesting week, so I would like to say thank you to the entire team. Thank you to Kristen. Thank you to Chase Crossley. Thank you to Chase Oliver, to Courtney Ryan, everybody that's gone on to hold this all together. We've had couple bumps, nothing too major, but I think it went off really well. I mean, today went really smooth, and I'm super, super happy. And I've been, like I said, my phone's been blowing up all day, so.
I can't say enough. I can't say thank you to the industry, to everybody for this. It's been a crazy year. It's not over. Just because the awards are ceremonies, now we're going to take the time to recognize the winners. We do have a question. So the injured worker finalists, they're going to get highlighted. We will be putting, so normally an event booklet would have been handed out if you were in live. We're doing that electronically this year, and it will be out about the 18th. And we're really going to highlight the injured workers there, as well as hopefully have their interviews done to kind of make it more interactive, as well as really get to know them. Normally they'd come up on stage and we'd take a picture, and then we'd also put out their interview. We're going to not have the picture on stage, but we are still going to incorporate it. And so the injured worker / finalists are the winners. So it's technically, we have 8 injured worker winners or that we're recognizing. So to answer that question, so the injured workers will be highlighted. If you go to 2020virtual.complaude.com, you'll see the injured worker storyboards so far of what we've had and what we've been able to put together for the injured workers and tell their stories from there. So if you go to 2020virtual.complaude.com, you can learn more about the 8 individuals that have been recognized so far, and we'll be putting pieces together as well as acknowledging them in the booklet that will be coming out. So be on the lookout for that. All right, well, congratulations. High five, we did it. 2021 will be in Huntington Beach. We're looking at the end of September, so mark your calendars for the end of September. Dates will be coming out soon, and again, start those nominations. They are open, so 2021, we're already thinking about you. And again, congratulations to the nominees, the finalists, and winners. And with that, thank you, and happy holidays to you and everyone out there. Thank you.